video games and that. This is one of them. Talisman, the Horus Heresy. It's a Talisman game set during the Horus Heresy. Good, isn't it? So what the hell's Talisman? Basically, it's a really old board game from like the 70s or 80s or something when it first came out. You roll dice, move around the board, trying to get into the middle of the board so you can win. But to get into the middle, you need a talisman, hence the name. And as you roll around and fight stuff, you build up your character and gain equipment and spells and followers and all that kind of thing. And it's pretty good. Bit of fun. Very old school fantasy setting. Very, very 80s kind of fantasy. But it's pretty fun. And a couple of years ago, Nomad Games made a digital version of it for PC and I think mobile. And that was also pretty good. Kind of hard to mess up a digital version of a board game, but some people do. But they did a good job. And since then, they've kind of toiled away and tried to add all of the many board game expansions into their digital version. I'm not sure if they've done them all yet. Haven't kept up on it. But they've done a lot. And now we have this. Talisman, the Horus Heresy. It's a little bit weird because there is already a Warhammer 40k game using the Talisman basic rule set kind of thing. It's called Relic. And it's very good, I hear. Not actually played it myself. But ever since they released the Talisman digital edition, I've been hoping that they'd release Relic digitally also. But they haven't. They've done this, which I guess is good for them. It's basically their own property, their own game. So they can tweak the rules how they like and expand the game how they like. They don't have to adhere to a current rule set. Personally, I prefer the 41st Millennium setting to the 31st. But I know a lot of people love their Horus Heresy action with all the intrigue and the backstabbing and the bolters. But we're going to have a look at this. I'm not going to play a full game because the games can take forever. But I'll try and explain what's going on. This is the kind of thing that can be very confusing to those who haven't played Talisman before. And compare it to Talisman along the way. But first of all, we're greeted by some day one DLC advertisements. The kind of thing that can make people on the internet very, very angry. These are Heroes and Villains packs. Basically, each pack has a couple of characters in. One traitor, one loyal. Warlords, they're called in this game. The characters you choose, by the way. These are priced at £2.79 each. And the game itself is, I think, 15% off. Well, when I bought it, it was. I'm guessing it still is. Which was like £15 or something like that. So, yeah. We've got Sigismund here. Who was the first ever High Marshal of the Black Templars, I think, after the Heresy. And started off as an Imperial Fist first captain. We've also got Khan in his World Eater's garb there. A lot more calmer at this stage, I think. And Sevatar, who was a Night Lord, I believe. And Artellus Numion, no idea who that was. Maybe we'll find out in the character selection screen. I don't have this DLC, so you won't see these guys in the game. But we can look at them on the selection screen. And let's head there now. Let's play. Oh, there's an options menu. You can see it if you want. There it is. Nothing much to see. It's a 2D game. And straight away, you'll see a difference to Talisman. Right here, we've got two distinct factions, Loyalists and Traitors. In Talisman, the characters could have 3 alignments. You could be good, neutral, or evil. Each character started with an alignment, and most of them, not all of them, some of them are locked to a certain alignment, but most of them can change their alignment throughout the game. But it didn't really matter to other characters. Just because you were good doesn't mean you were in an alliance or tried to help another character who was good. But this time it's different. You basically are on a team. It's a 2v2 fight. Because if one of the traitor warlords wins, then the traitors win, kind of thing. And the same with the loyalists. So there's a little bit of team play going on, which is pretty cool. But let's start by looking at the traitor warlords. A lot of this is going to be confusing to you if you haven't played Talisman before, but you'll get the grasp of it by the time this video is finished, I think. We've got Angron. Let's go through what's going on here. He's got some stats at the bottom. Resolve is basically your hit points. When it gets to 0, you die. I'm not actually sure what happens in this game when you die. Not seen anyone die yet. In the original Talisman, you just roll another character and start again and try and catch up. Maybe that happens here, I'm not sure. We've got Fate, which is the same as Luck in Talisman. It's basically your reroll. You can spend a Fate to reroll a bad dice. You've got Resources. You can use it to buy stuff. Close combat and range combat, pretty self-explanatory. You use it to fight stuff. And Strategy. Strategy is what you use. It's kind of like your intelligence, I guess, or something. You use it to cast stratagems. You can't have more stratagems than what your strategy is, kind of thing. Strategy is capped at 3, So if you had 3 strategy, you could get 3 stratagems ready to use. This guy starts with nothing. Angron. Resolve is also capped at 10. Fate is capped at 10. But I don't think the others are capped at anything. If we go over to the right side of the screen, you'll see something that's different. In this, compared to original Talisman, view army. Yes, each of the warlords are trying to gather their legion to fight. They're heading to the Vengeful Spirit, by the way, which, if you didn't know, is where Horus and the Emperor duked it out. So that's the aim of the game. You get to the center of the board, which is where the Vengeful Spirit is, and you actually fight Horus or the Emperor, depending on what side you're on. That's what you're trying to do. But you don't start with your legion for some reason. You have to find these guys. So if you choose a World Eater Warlord, which I guess is Angron or Khan, these guys will be in the game somewhere. They'll be uncovered. When you uncover them, and you are a World Eater Warlord, you can try and take them with you. I say try, because they won't just join you. You have to roll for it. You see, if you see right at the bottom of the screen, it says Reunite 5+. That means you need to roll a 5+ to get them on your team. Now, your strategy score, if we go back here, is added to that roll. So the higher strategy you have, the easier it is to get them to join your army. Unfortunately, Angron starts with 0, but you can get it as you go through the game. But I think it's a bit weird that they kind of sometimes say, "Oh no, all right, we're not coming with you. We want to stay here," they say, the bastards. But that's what he gets. You can also view allies. These are the generic traitor allies. These won't actually join you, most of these, because as you see at the bottom, it doesn't say. What does it say? I've forgotten the word. Reunite. Doesn't say reunite on these ones because they won't join you. They'll just stay in the sector and help you out in combat. But there are some that will join you, and those are Titans. But you can only reunite with these guys on a 7+. So pretty difficult to do at the start of the game, where you have maybe 1 strategy, maybe 2 or something, depending on your character. When you have 0 strategy, you can't get these guys because obviously you can only roll 1 to 6. This is a D6 game. You also get some equipment, which is cool. I assume you start with these and can't lose them. This guy, Angron, of course, with the Gore Father and the Gore Child, add 2 to close combat in melee. The enemy may not use armor to prevent the loss of resolve. So if you attack someone with Angron and wound them, as it were, they cannot use armor, an armor save, because you can get armor items that give you an armor save. So he's got Armor of Mars, and he's also got this fleet Legion transport, which allows him to carry more items. I'm kind of confused about these things. I don't know if you start with them or not, because the last game I had, I could not carry what my fleet said I would. So as we understand this here, Angron should start with 7 close combat, I guess, because he's got 5 and the Gore Child and the Gore Father. And he can carry 4 pieces of equipment because of this. And he has this save. But I'm not sure if that's entirely true, because I was Mortarion last time, as I always am, because he's awesome. And he has this thing. The Mass Conveyor can carry up to extra 8 items of equipment for you. And he certainly could not carry 8, so I'm not sure what happened here. It also has the Silence, this big sight thing. Add 1 to your close combat in melee. He seemed to get that bonus. And when you use the Silence in melee to defeat another Warlord and then cause him to lose 1 resolve, you gain 1 resolve. So basically he's like sapping the life out of the Warlord when he defeats them, which is pretty cool. I understand that a lot of this might be confusing to you. But let's go back to Angron and check out his ability. Each Warlord comes with their own ability. He's got Incarnate Violence. He gains an extra turn if he is victorious in melee against other Warlords once per round only, and takes a resolve. Basically what it means is, if you attack another Warlord and win, and then choose to take one of their resolves, because you can also just take a piece of equipment or something, but if he chooses to take a resolve off them, he'll just get a new turn, which is awesome. And he's also got Bloodlust, which you've seen add 1 to his attack rolls in melee. So he's built for melee, close combat. As you might expect, Mortarion is awesome. Look at his stats there, pretty good rounded stats. He's got 2 Fate, 4 close combat, 2 range combat, and 5 resolve. I think he's the only warlord that starts with 5 resolve, which is pretty cool. He's got Regenerate, so when he rolls a 6 to move, he can regenerate and gain 1 resolve instead of moving. That then ends his turn. So There's a self-heal kind of built in. And he can regenerate himself up to 10. Doesn't only regenerate, resolve his lost, he can just go straight up to 10 with it, which is pretty cool. He's also got Shadow of the Reaper, which is awesome. Defeats a unit in melee, he may capture the unit instead of gaining XP. So he can take it with him as a zombie kind of thing and throw it into combat to help him out, after which it will be destroyed instead of taking XP. So there's a bit of a trade-off there. You don't get the XP for it, but it makes you really powerful in combat if it's something tough. We've got Abaddon. I guess he was like the first captain of the Lunar Wolves, or Sons of Horus, or whatever they call them. What do they call them here? Sons of Horus. Here are his Legion. They're pretty similar. Nothing crazy going on with these Legion units. It's usually +2 or +1 close combat or range combat or something. And you reunite on 4 pluses or 5 pluses. Mortarian's got some Death Shroud Terminators, which is cool. And other stuff. So what does Abaddon have? 3/3 close and range combat. 3 fate, which is pretty cool, but only 3 resolve. Starts with 1 strategy though. And he's got a good ability right here. What is it called? Supreme Tactician. He gains the maximum number of stratagems available to him. That means if he has 1 strategy, he can get 1 stratagem based on his strategy score when landed on a traitor sector. So the different sectors or squares of the board are either traitor or contested or loyal. If he lands on a traitor sector, he gets stratagems for free. If he doesn't already have his maximum, that is. He's also the Master of War. He may use 2 weapon loadouts at the same time. Usually you can only use 1. Doesn't include your equipment. Equipment is inherit, I think. He has the Justarian Assault loadout. Add 2 to your close combat. There's a got War Plate and Orbital Strike Relay. Wow. It is destroyed and discarded. It's basically a free win. That's pretty cool. But again, are these actually in the game? We'll see. Last couple of times I've played, I haven't... It's kind of debatable whether they actually have an effect. So maybe I'm just missing something. You can't seem to see their starting equipment once you've already started the game, which is also problematic because you don't know what the enemies have. We've got Conrad Kurz, the Night Lord's Primarch. Pretty cool Primarch, I think. He's got 3 resolve, 3 fate, 2 close combat, 2 range combat, which doesn't sound like a lot, but his ability, or one of his abilities, is Reign of Terror. He may inflict a Reign of Terror when he attacks another warlord or unit in melee. He cannot do this when he's attacked by another warlord though. The melee takes place as normal, but Kurz strikes terror into his opponent, reducing their attack score by Kurz's strategy score to a minimum of 1, which is incredibly powerful, especially late game when you've built up your strategy to 3 and you can really debuff your enemy. He's also got Precognition. He may discard any revealed data slate. Data slates are basically cards and replace it with a new one. He must then encounter the new data slate. Pretty common ability in Talisman. In Talisman they're called adventure cards. So yeah, he's pretty cool. We've got Core Theron. He was a word bearer, right? Yeah, one of the first ever Chaos Space Marines, I think. Maybe even the first. He's got the Diabolist. He may sacrifice a Legion unit to automatically win a melee combat. That's pretty cool. Basically just gives up one of his Legion units and automatically wins. I guess he can do that any number of times as well. Doesn't say anything different. Can't do it only once per turn or something. Dark Channeling. He may enslave strangers and add them to his Legion forces. Strangers are types of data slates that can come up. And then use an enslaved stranger in melee to gain +3 close combat. Only 1 stranger can be used per melee, after which it is discarded. What are his stats like? He's got 2 strategy at the start, that's pretty good. And 3 range combat. Resolve and Fate, 3 and 2. You've got Praetor. So Praetors are... I don't know why it says Dark Angels there. It's a bit weird. So Praetors were a rank during the Great Crusade. Very high rank. Basically they were just below the Primarch. They kind of commanded an entire chapter, I think, and they're pretty cool. Both the traitors and the loyalists can choose a Praetor if they like. He adds his strategy score to both of his combat ratings, basically. So later on with 3 strategy, he'll be pretty tough as he levels up the others as well. Here we have the 2 DLC guys. We have Khan. he is marked by the Dark Fates. He may discard one fate to present himself from losing resolve. Okay. And Legacy of Blood, when in melee, he may charge and receive +2 bonus to his attack score. He will then miss his next turn while he recovers. What's his equipment then? He has the Cutter. +1 close combat. Okay. What does the Praetor have as equipment? Just an assault weapon loadout. Add 1 to your close combat. Oh, it says 2 resources. Oh! You have to buy them. Mark 3 power armor. Well, these don't have... Okay. Maybe some of them have to buy their equipment and some don't. I'm not sure. But, oh, we didn't do the last one. It's Sevatar. What's he got? Middling stats, but no zeros. He is the Night Lord's fella. Supreme Warrior. If he rolls a 1 for his attack during melee, he may roll an additional die and add it to his result. That's pretty good. Terror Strike also. He may make a Terror Strike when he attacks a unit in melee. The melee takes place as normal, except that Servitor strikes terror into his opponent, reducing his attack score by 1 to a minimum of 1. That's pretty cool. Kind of like a lesser version of Conrad's thing. What's his equipment then? The Nostraman Chainglaive. Add 1 to your close combat in melee. Add 2 to your close combat during melee against Legion command units. Okay. We'll try and solve the equipment riddle once we start playing. But I'm going to choose Mortarion for one of the traitors. The other one can stay random. And let's look at the loyalists. So we have Guilliman. However you meant to say this. If someone knows how to say his name, please tell me. This guy's very good. Pretty good stats. And he starts the game with a stratagem, which is pretty damn strong. He's also the Master of War, so he can use 2 weapon loadouts. Usually you can only use 1 per combat. You can choose between whatever loadouts you've picked up. You also have Pre-Natural Tactics, which is basically discarding a revealed data slate if he doesn't like it, and resolving another one. We've also got Korax, the Raven Guard Primarch, the fellow I always forget exists. What's he got? Oh, he's got Assassinate. This is the same ability that the Assassin had in Talisman. Basically, if he attacks something in melee, he can force them to not roll any dice, which is pretty powerful. It's called an Assassinate, but if he does do that, he can't take any of their equipment away. He can only make them lose resolve, but still it's a pretty powerful ability, and he has some decent stats to back it up, although 0 strategy, which is a bit unfortunate. We've got Vulcan, Salamander's Primarch. He's very tough, so he has Regenerate, although he starts at 4 resolve, not 5 like Mortarion. He's got Forge of Fire. This guy is forging a lot of stuff. So during his turn, he may forge any equipment into resources by discarding it. Standard equipment, including weapon and armor, yields 1, and vehicles yield 3. So basically he can exchange one of his stuff for resources. And at the cost of 1 resource, he may gain 1 fate, 1 resolve, or 1 stratagem. So he can mess around with resources and equipment a bit, which is pretty cool. We've got Garviel Loken, who was one of the captains of the Sons of Horus. 10th company captain, something like that. Born Survivor. If he's defeated or has a standoff in melee, he may ignore the result and immediately fight again. Any effects, special abilities, or equipment used in the first fight remain in effect for the second. That is really powerful, because usually it's like a infinite fate for combat. Usually you'd use a fate to try and save a really bad roll that is causing you to lose. So if he's in a combat that he should win, but he got a really bad roll for, he can just choose to fight it again. That's pretty good. Even if it's a standoff. He's also got Against All Odds. If he's fighting more than 1 unit, he may roll an additional dice and add it to a result. That's also pretty powerful. We've got Alexis Pollux. Who the hell is this guy? He's an Imperial Fist, I guess, but look at him. Yeah. Oh, this is the guy who founded the Crimson Fists, I think, after the Heresy. He's got Master of the Fleet. If he does not have a Legion Battle Barge, he may go to any Forge World and collect a new one. Good for him. Whenever he kills a unit, he may gain 1 stratagem. If his strategy allows it, he starts with 1 strategy, so he can get a stratagem pretty quickly if he wins some up. Void Commander. He may reveal 1 extra data slate in a contested sector. What's his equipment? Master crafted power fist plus 2 close combat. Yes, I'm still confused about this equipment. Why did the Praetor one have a resources cost on it? Very strange. So it's a Dark Angels Praetor, which is what it should be. I'm not sure why the Traitor one said Dark Angels 2, because I believe they show up as Death Guard Praetor in the game or something. So he's got the same abilities as the Traitor one. And his equipment also shows 2 resources there. Maybe it's just telling you what they do cost in game, because these can be picked up at the forges, which is just confusing me. Anyway, here's Sigismund. He's got 4 resolve, 4 fates, decent combat stats, and he's Death's champion. He may discard 2 fate to automatically win a melee. That's pretty powerful, considering he starts with 2 fate, 4 fate even. Where's his thing? There he is. First captain of Imperial Fists, and he was, I think, named the first ever Emperor's champion, and then he made the Black Templars, who of course have that stuff. Here's this guy we don't know, or I don't know. Artelis Numion, Promethean Fire. Does that mean he's a salamander? It must be, yeah. He's a salamander. He has Promethean Fire. He wields unique and complex flame weapons, able to incinerate swathes of combat units or focus, blah 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 blah. At the start of his turn, and once during his turn, he may choose to add 3 to his close combat or 3 to his range combat, which is handy because he only starts with 2 of each, but that's pretty damn powerful, like a start of the turn buff. Okay, we'll start the game now. We'll see who they roll. You saw them pop up there. I think that was Core Theron. Yep. Alexis, Polis, and Vulcan. So here is the board. I'm gonna say straight away, I don't think the board looks very good. Not a fan of this. It's obviously it's set in space. You're moving from sector to sector to planet, but I don't like how everything kind of blends into everything else. I mean, these planets that you see are part of the board. They just don't kind of pop very well. Maybe it's just I'm just used to the Talisman board, which is very clearly a board with land and very discernible tiles, which this doesn't have. Everything fades into the background, as you can see. Very strange. And beside the character portraits, you see all their stats. Again, kind of blurs into the portrait a little bit. I mean, some people might find this tough to see. I can see it because I'm sitting right at mono. But if you're seeing this playing this on a TV or something from a few feet away, that might be difficult to see. Although I guess once you know what order the stats are in, you can figure it out. So yeah, I'm going to take my first turn. I'm over on the left there. That's where I'm starting. And the general strategy in Talisman games is to, as you can see, there are 3 regions. There are an outer region, a middle region, and the central region, which is where the Vengeful Spirit is. There it is. Look at it. That's where the final battle's going on. So basically, you want to march around the edge, where it's typically easier. Build your combat stats up to at least 6, preferably 7 or 8. Then make your way into the middle. Get yourself a talisman, build yourself up to around about 10, 11, 12 of your combat stats, one of them, and then head into the middle and start doing battle. And all that takes a very long time. We start it by rolling of movement. And as you can see, I've got 4 close combat here, not 5. So I'm not sure where the hell my silence went. Am I supposed to choose? Am I supposed to choose it at the start of the game? Is that what it is? I don't see it anywhere. Maybe I'm meant to choose it. What the hell did I choose? I don't know. I've rolled a 4 for my movement. So these are my choices. Let's see what they are. I'm not familiar with this board. It's different from the Talisman one, as you may expect. We have Isman 5 over here. Traitors can garrison. And as you can see, the Loyalists, if they land there, they get massacred and lose 1 resolve. So basically, as a traitor, I can go there, gain up to 2 resolve for 1 resource each, basically buying life. Or I can beseech the Dark Gods and roll a dice for something obvious, hopefully good to happen. Over here, it's a traitor garrison. If the Loyalists land there, they'd have a fight, but I can gain 1 fate or roll 1 dice. I'm going to go and beseech the gods, whatever the hell that means. Travel here, and we'll see what's going on over on Isman 5, apart from lots of massacring. So I can choose to either encounter the Dark Gods and roll a dice for one of those things, or buy some resolve. I don't need to buy resolve. I'm Mortarion. I'll start with 5. So we'll do this. Hopefully we don't roll a 1, which would be bad. Roll dice. 2. Mark of Khorne, +1 close combat. I will take it. So now I'm up to 5. Cool. Now Vulcan takes his turn. Let's try and keep an eye on what the hell he's up to. Rolling his movement. Rolls a 2. So he can't get to me. Goes right next to me though. Probably gonna encounter... So he investigates the sector, which uncovers a Loyalist Titan, which he's going to try and get with a roll of a 6, but he can't do it. And now he engages some traitor forces he found. Rolls his dice. And they... Oh, it's a battalion command, so they get to roll 2 dice and pick the best one. And he lost, so he's going to lose. He's going to lose a resolve over there, old Vulcan. Going to go down to 3. There you go. Now it's Core Pharaon's turn. And he's rolling. Oh no. I was going to set it so that I control both of the traitors, so there wouldn't be so much downtime, but I completely forgot. So we'll just see what Core Theron's up to. He's gone to... Oh, he's found a Titan. He's going to try and get it with a roll of a 4+, and he gets it. Oh, sorry, he needed a 5+, so he gets his 5. He's got a Titan now. Well done, you. Because the dice roll is added to your strategy score. Remember, that's why he needed a 5+, because he's got 2 strategy. Here comes Alexis Pollux. He's gone to the forward roll to buy some up. He's going to spend the 1 resource he starts with to get some armor, some Mark 2 power armor. We'll give him a 6+ armor save, basically. What else does this guy do again? If he does not have a Legion battle barge, you may go to any forward roll and collect one. But he does have one. There it is. Add your strategy to your close combat during melee. Maybe he did that already. That's pretty good. I've got nothing, so let's roll a dice and get some up. Roll a 2. Can either go here and buy something with my 1 resource, which I don't think is worth it, or go here and access 1 data slate, which basically means draw a card and see what it says. So we'll do that. Investigate. We found a servitor. Gain 2 resources and some flavor text. Okay. So this is basically the game, guys. This is Talisman. You roll dice and you make decisions. And shout at your friends and laugh at them. So I'd say that it's not the best game to play if you're only going to play against the AI. And the downside is if you do want to play with friends, you need to take a day off or something to play a 3 or 4 hour game, which is what these can quickly turn into. Especially Talisman, when you're playing with a whole bunch of the expansions which add all different off boards and sections to go to, expand the board considerably. At least this one is a bit more streamlined in that you level up automatically and stuff. Here comes Core Pharaon. And they haven't expanded the board yet. If this is successful, I'm sure they'll try and do some board expanding shenanigans. Here he goes. He's in the inner region for a start. He's gone to Paramar. And he can buy some resolve. And he does buy some resolve. He's up to 4 now. Here's Alexis Pollux. Pollux? How do you say that thing? Pollux just sounds wrong. He rolls a 3. What are you up to? Goes up to there, which is what? Access 2 data slates, so he needs to encounter 2 things now, which can backfire badly. Oh. He's found a Titan. He's going to try and get it with a roll of a 6+. He rolls a 3, and now has to engage 2 enemy units, which add their score together, so this is very difficult for him to win. And apparently you shoot fireworks at each other in this game. Really am quite disappointed with... And he just missed out. Look at that. He's got a reroll. No, he didn't reroll. He should have rerolled there. He should have used the fate to reroll. So yeah, pretty disappointed with the animations. They couldn't even make like a little sprite of the warlord who like runs up and animates his swinging of the weapon or something. Or even unique sound effects for them attacking. Or even bolter fire or chainsaws. There's none of that. It's weird fireworks, and if you fight in close combat, it's lightning or something. What are you, a Sith? I rolled a 5. I can go here, access 2 data slates, or I can go there and fight Alexis Pollux, or encounter the space. Bit too risky to fight him, I think. So it's 5 versus 4. But and if I go there to encounter the space, I'll have to fight this Titan, which is bad. So I'll go here. Get 2 data slates, hopefully something good that I can take with me. Or something easy to fight. I've found a planetary governor who's a stranger. Will ally with the first warlord landing here with a range combat of 4 or more. Oh crap, not me then. He will provide a legion and reinforcements with reinforcements and aid. So basically, if you've got 4 or more range combat, you get an awesome bonus off this guy. Gives you a choice of any of that stuff. Look at that. That's cool. There's also a spy here, which is awesome because you can basically choose a stratagem. Okay, I can't get this guy, but I can do this thing. Oh, no I can't. Why can't? Oh, because I don't have any strategy. So I can't get a stratagem. That sucked. Resume the game. You can pause it just by clicking the screen if you need to read something, which is handy. Vulcan's gaining things. I don't like that. What did he do? What's he up to? He's now moving 1 space. I don't know what he did at the start there. There is a log. If you click at the top, we can see what the hell he did. Vulcan gained 1 just as he. Oh, he spent. Yeah, okay. He spent 1 resource to gain a resolve, I guess. Fair enough. Now he's rolling a 2 on this Loyalist Word of Nicaea to try and get something good. He's fighting the Custodian God. What? I guess they just fight anyone? Okay then. Never seen that before. Pharaon, you've got a Titan following you around. What are you going to do? There it is, look. Titan gives you +1 ranged and close combat, which is pretty awesome. So he's up to 3-4 now. Not to mention his other abilities. Where are you going? He needs to get out into the outer region now, I think. Unless he's trying to get a quest done right in here, right now. Which is pretty risky in that middle region at 3 and 4. He's found the Allure of Slanesh. I'm not sure what they do. I didn't pause it in time. Alexis Pollux, what are you going to do? He's got some armor. What he gone and bought. And he's going to move. He's rolled a 1. What's this? I thought this was a traitor place. It is. He fights some chaos demons. Why he would move there, I have no idea. Gonna lose unless he re-rolls. Nope, that was stupid. Oh, he does have armor that can save him on a roll of a 6. And he doesn't. Did he roll it? Don't think he did. He's down to 1 resolve. We might see him die. And see what happens after that. My turn. Roll a dice. Rolls a 2. So I can go down here and try and reunite with these. Oh, I can't. I'm not a word bearer. I can maybe get this Sicarian battle tank. I'm not sure how this showed up here. Is it just there all the time? Maybe it is. Pretty sure I can just take it, right? Yep, take equipment. Add 1 to your close combat and 2 to your range combat. That is pretty damn powerful. I'm up to 6-5 all of a sudden. Your fortunes can swing so quickly in Talisman games, especially the original Talisman, where you can have a bad roll and lose all of your stats or something crazy like that. There doesn't seem to be things quite as drastic as that in this, although you can build up your stats quite quickly by amassing your army, usually. It's luck of the draw. What are you going to draw? What are you going to roll? Here comes Core Pharaon. Come on, Pharaon. We're on the same team here. He's rolled a 4. Moving up here. Maybe trying to get out. You can get out at the top there where that arrow is. Just investigating this sector, draws 2 and finds some Imperial Fist tactical battalion action. A 3v3 fight, so they're shooting their strange Sith lightning at each other apparently. Come on, you can do a better animation than that. No chainsword sounds, no bolter sounds, nothing. It's a standoff. They both rolled a 3, I think. Wasn't paying attention. But here's Polox. Come on, Polox. Moving to a planet of some kind. It's Caliban. It's a contested world, so no one inherently gets any good stuff here. But he's found some Soda Auxilia. And these are the kind of units that you can't take with you, but they will hang around there and help out in combat as long as they're not destroyed. And he actually won. Wow, he's going to die unless he gets a 6+ hit. Did he roll a 6? No, he rolled a 3. I thought he rolled a 6 there. It seemed like he rolled a 6. He lost. So what happens? When he gets round to his turn, it might spawn another loyalist in. That's what would happen in Talisman, but we're going to roll a dice as Mortarion here. Roll a 4, so I can move here and access 2 data slates, or move up here and fight this fella. House Vironi Knight Detachment, which doesn't sound good for me. Not at all. 7 combat strength. And a Death Guard Battalion is there, which I can get into my army on a 6. But no, I don't want to fight that 7 strength guy. So we'll go here. And access 2 data slates, which might be worse than what was over there. We'll see. Investigate the sector. We've got Death Guard First Company. Beautiful. And a Grand Cruiser. Instead of your normal move, you may give the Grand Cruiser 1 resource to cross the warp. No thank you. Don't want to go in there yet. So can we roll a 6 and get this guy? Come on. Roll a 2. Do I re-roll it? Let's re-roll it. No, 2. Brilliant. Grand Cruiser. I don't want to go into the middle right now, so I'll leave you there. Damn it. Even if I had one strategy, I wouldn't have got them though. I'm now at 8 close combat, and I've completely forgotten how that's happened. 5+3. I'm only getting 1 close combat from this. Where's the other 2 close combat coming from? Why have I forgotten already? No idea. Oh, I got +1 from Mark of Corn. I guess maybe my silencer is giving me +1 now? I don't know. But Vulcan's fighting some fellas. And loses. Wow, Loyalist's having a tough time in this game. He's down to 1 resolve. What happens to Pollux? It's going to be his turn soon. Here's Core Pharaon. Still got his Titan. Rolling for movement. Rolls a 2. What's he got here? Some nasty stuff in that middle sector. The Caver's Belts. He's found some Auxilia, which will help you in combat and help you gain a... Oh, as a servo skull gains a resource. But he can't take those Auxilia with him. So here's Pollux. Oh, he's just respawned. Okay, that's what they do. They respawn losing everything they have, I guess. Everything they had, even. Fair enough. Still would like to know for sure how this equipment works. I'm confused by it. Maybe you need to level up a certain amount to get the equipment. I'm not sure. Because if I hit my character here, there's no way to see my silence or any of the other equipment that was listed on the character screen. There's nothing. I can see my special abilities and stuff that I've picked up in the game, such as this battle tank, but I can't see anything else. Roll a dice and move 4 spaces. Where are we going to go? Can go over here and try and get this. No, we can't. He's a word bearer. 2 data slates over there. I can go over here, draw 1 data slate, and that guy will back me up in combat. That raptor thing. What was it called? We'll have a look in a minute. The Veiled Region. Investigate. I found some salamanders. Close combat of 4. I can take those guys. Come on. Although those allies can't help me because they were ranged combat. Roll a dice. If I win, I can take them as zombies. Rolled a 2. They rolled a 2, so I win. So I can take them as XP. Or I can take them with me as a zombie. So taking them as a zombie is obviously a really good 1 combat buff, but taking them as XP helps you build up and get better in the long term. So I'm going to do that. As you can see, some skulls have now lit up. You need, basically you need 7. There's only 6 skulls, but you need to fill the 6 and then get 1 more, and then you'll level up your statistic. Strategy levels up in the same way, but it levels up from any kind of combat, ranged or melee. As you can see, Pharaon over there has lots of skulls near his strategy. That's because you need more and more XP per level, because he's already at level 2. He needs a full 7 to get to level 3. Since I'm at level 0, I only need 3 to get to level 1. Although it shows 2 skulls. It's kind of confusing because you need to fill up the skulls and then get 1 more. What's he up to? He's investigating a sector, found a bunch of loyalist stuff. Look at this artwork on these guys. These auxiliary infantry. That's kind of terrible. What is his face doing? Why is he smiling at me for? Core Pharaon's portrait looks pretty good. But there is some hokey art in this. It looks really weird. He got killed. Oh, it's standoff. Okay. Come on, Pharaon. You can't take those fighters out. You started this whole thing, basically. Here's Pollux. The second Pollux. I guess he was just like knocked out of the battle or something, and now he's come back. As you can see, nobody is anywhere near getting to the center of the map right now. Nobody's even got a talisman yet. And we're, what, 30, 40 minutes in or something? This game can drag on. It can drag on. And for that reason, it's not that fun to play against the AI, I must say. A lot better games you could play. Put your hours into, I think. But some people really like this game, and they will play against the AI. Fair enough. I've rolled a 1, so I can fight a close combat of 4 there, or I can come here and become embroiled in the battle for Phal, which is what exactly? Roll 1 dice and stuff happens. Okay. I think I'll fight the guaranteed 4 combat over here and try and defeat it and level up my close combat with some XP. Roll dice. Rolls a 5. That's pretty good. He also rolls a 5, but I win by 2. Continue. Continue. I couldn't take it as XP. Oh. Because it wasn't a character or unit. It was just like a battle type thing, I guess. That sucks. I thought I was going to level... Oh, I did level it up. Oh, I didn't have the option of taking that thing as a zombie. I just leveled up my close combat to 7. I'll take it. Or did I have the option? I just didn't see it there. I clicked too fast, maybe. So, what's going on now? Vulcan's doing stuff. He's at Port Moore. And he's going to roll a dice to try and get something good, I guess. Oh, did you roll a 1 and get ignored? Burn, dude. Sorry, Vulcan. He looks really upset in his picture over there, doesn't he? Bit weird. Pharaon rolls a 2, moves over to there. What's he going to find? This looks kind of warp stormy. What is it? The Ghoul Stars. He's found some heavy support, but they're death guards, so he can't take them. And now he's fighting a Reaver Titan and got owned. He's down to 3 resolve. Come on, Pollux. What's he got on his side there? Got Imperial Fist Dreadnought Talon. Holy crap. +1 close combat. Fair enough. Rolls a 4 for his movement. He could have gone to attack Core Pharaon there, but chooses not to. Could have got a 4v3 combat. Oh, did he get that guy? No, you need 4 ranged combat to get a roll from this guy, I think. Yeah, he can't do it. The spy, he can get. Look, he's choosing a stratagem here because he has 1 strategy. The spy lets you look at all of the stratagems and choose one. He has an orbital strike relay somehow. How the frick did he get that? My turn. Roll dice. It's not easy to follow what's going on, even if you understand the basic mechanics. I guess if I played this particular version of Talisman longer, I'd know. So I can go and join the battle for Phal, or go to the traitor garrison and get what? Gain some stuff. I want to go to the battle of Phal. I like fighting. So if I'm a traitor, the fleet is attacked by forces of the Imperial Fist Legion, and I get a 4 close combat, and then after that I get to roll stuff, I think. We'll see. Travel there. Fight some close combat, I think. Oh. I roll first. I got a 2. Which means nothing? What? 4 to 5. What does not kill us? But gives me plus. Continue. What happens? I'll get to fight. Okay. That was weird. Didn't really understand that text there. Too early in the morning for this. I rolled a 6 though, which is unlucky for these fellas. Continue. Can I take these guys as zombies? No. Just go straight into my XP bar. They don't count as a unit because they're like part of that little event type thing. Here comes Vulcan. He's found a Terminator company. He's going to try... Oh, he's got him. He's also found these fellas. Salamander's Fellblade. And he gets them both. Are you kidding me? He's up to 5-4 now. It's pretty damn good. I'm on to 7-4 though. I've got the highest combat stats around. The highest resolve also. And I'm up to 1 strategy finally, so I can actually get a stratagem. And if I can make it all the way over to the left side where that governor fellow was, whatever it was called, I've got 4 ranged combat now, so he'll give me something. This guy's found a warp ravaged world. If he rolls a 1, he has to fight a bloodthirster. I didn't see what he rolled though, because I was too busy reading the warp ravaged world. Alexis Pollux. Are you a real person, Alexis? I'm sure he's a Crimson Fist bloke. He is using this stratagem, so he's rolling a dice and he'll gain that much in resources. And he rolls a 5. He'll be up to 6 resources now. So basically he can go to a Forge World and buy a tank to follow him around now. Which is pretty good. I think Mars sells stuff as well. Where's Mars? See, look, why is everything... Here's Mars. Yeah, look, you can buy Mark 4 armor here, Mark 7 armor, tactical loadout, and a drop pod. Which is pretty cool. He could go there and buy 2 things. Why isn't it more pronounced on the board here? So look, nice and pronounced when you zoom in. I like that look. The planets look cool and stuff, the little artwork. Doing stuff there, not even done, I don't even know what the hell he did. It's my turn now, that's what's important. Roll a dice. Got a 4. Oh, I think that governor dude's already been encountered and like used up at some point. So I can go to the garrison or up here. Garrison at the Urgal Fortress. Beseech the dark gods. Yes, let's beseech them again. Come on, let me beseech. Yes, beseech. And that is to buy resolve. I don't want to do that. Roll dice. Don't roll a 1. Rolls a 3. Mark of Nurgle plus 1 resolve. I'll take it. Up to 6 resolve. Not rolled a single 6 yet for my move, I don't think. Vulcan is doing stuff. Rolls a 6 for his movements. Chooses to go down this left side and fight something, I think. Investigate the sector. He fights this ranged combat and he's lower in ranged combat. See, I would look, he's shooting fireworks again. What is that animation supposed to be? What the hell is that? They even fade out like fireworks. He's trying to save his loss here by rolling a 6, and he rolls a 2, and he loses. Why would I would never attack something if my attack score was lower than it willingly? Why would you do that? I'm not sure what his other choice was though. Come on, Polox. Pharaon. Whose turn is it? It is Polox. Did Pharaon not get a turn? Maybe he missed his turn. Let's have a look. I can look at what he did. Yeah, Pharaon missed the turn because of something he did in his previous turn. I don't even know what it was. What did he get up to, Pharaon? Come on, Polox. I want my turn now. See? Oh. I was supposed to control both of the traitor warlords. That was the whole point. So I wouldn't have to wait so long. And I forgot. Mortarion. Here we go. Roll your dice. He rolls a 2. And over here, oh, there's a piece of armor just sitting there. Mark 2 power armor. And this fella, who just gives me +1 close combat. If I fight there, I can't take him with me. Or I can go here and buy something. I have 3 resources. What could I buy? I could get some Mark 6. Oh, but I need 4 to get a tank or something cool. I could get armor here for free. It's not quite as good. Encounter. Traitor. Add 1 to your close combat in this sector, which doesn't help me right now, but I can take this. Yay. Sitting at 8 and 4 right now, and 1 more half decent fight, and I'll level up my close combat again. Vulcan rolls a 6 for movement. Goes to that little planet over there. What is it? What is it, Vulcan? It's Calth. Doesn't look like it's in good shape. Finds a servo skull, which gives you a resource for some reason. Pharaon's got a turn now. Still got his Titan stomping around with him. Rolls his dice. Misses Vulcan, but goes to Deliverance. And oh, he found a Grand Cruiser that I left there ages ago and takes it. Oh, you can just take it with you and it will follow you. I didn't realise that. I should have taken it. When it said take fleet, I thought it meant use the fleet's ability by spending a resource, which I didn't want to do. So that was a mistake, but at least my ally got it. Oh. Polox is engaging Pharaon here. Why would he do that? Both have a 3. And he rolled better. Is he going to reroll? He can't reroll. You're a moron, Polox. You deserve to die. Now what is Pharaon going to do? He's going to steal something, isn't he? Yes, he stole his orbital strike. Well done, Pharaon. Oh, it's my turn. So right now, at 8, I can think about going into the middle, but I need to roll more than a freaking 1. So we'll roll here. Getting ready to go into the middle. We've got some fights going on. Both of them relatively easy for me. At least they should be. And if I remove them from the board, it obviously means that these guys can't pick them up. So that's another important aspects of this particular incarnation of Talisman. You can remove things much more reliably that would help your enemies. This art is just really bad. What is going on? Did they... That just looks really bad, I'm sorry. I know making art and stuff is difficult, but there must be better art they could have got a hold of. I completely trounced these guys. Well done. I can take the units, but it's not very good, so let's just take it some XP. And now I'm fighting these guys. Oh, this is a ranged combat fight. Oh, I didn't realise that. Need a good roll. Rolled a 4, it's not bad. But what does he roll? He rolls a 2, and they win. That is lucky. Mortarian's getting the luck today. Got some ranged combat XP there. I'll take it. Here comes Vulcan. So yeah, a few more turns of this, and I'll call it. It's been 40 minutes, I think, at least, or something like that. And nobody's got a talisman. I am the highest in stats at 8. We can at least try and get into the middle region and mix it up in there. Might not get to the Vengeful Spirit, but you get the idea of the game. It is what it is. You roll dice and Horus Heresy stuff happens. And it appears to play the Horus Heresy out in real time with how long it takes. What's he got? Commander Genesia Kroll. She avoids traitors. Now he's got the Warp Forge thing. Rolls a 3. I didn't see what it does. Crap. Got to pause it, Indrid. But this video is long enough to start pausing. Alexis Pollux rolls a 5 for movement. Is he going after Freyron again? Or is he just... He's encountering him. He's doing it. He's going for him. You're an idiot, Pollux. And he loses again. What a complete moron. What's he going to do now? Take his service? Oh, he just attacked his resolve and he's down to 2. Wow. My turn. Let's get into the middle region here. What happens this time? Attacked by monstrosities of the warp. Just automatically lose one resolve and then reveal a data slate. And it's the same thing there. So let's just do this. Got to eat a resolve, but I am Mortarian. Alright, I have to get through the freaking Realm of Chaos thing again. The Rubicon Straits. So... Okay. Add the result. Roll 1 dice and add it to your close combat or your range combat. If the total is greater than or equal to 9, you successfully pass through the Guy of Terror. Should be fine. Which is why I got through automatically, but I lose a resolve here and then encounter something. Oh, it's just a word bearers thing that I can't take with me. But they'll sit around and help me out there. Vulcan. Loyalists having a tough time. Veyron's... Although, didn't Vulcan get... Yeah, he's got 2 really good units now. In his little army. Legion combat unit, he's trying to get it on a... Wow, rolls a 6 and gets it. This thing gives you a resource. Bloody hell. He's now at 7-4 all of a sudden. Carphaeron misses a turn. What did he do? Why does he keep missing turns? Didn't he just... I don't know. I don't know what he did. Usually the demonettes make you miss turns and stuff. He's found a stronghold world. So there are 4 close combat tokens placed there. And if you land on it, you get to take them. Take 1. Not all of them. So he's up to 4-3 at least. Because he also takes 1. Oh, I can regenerate because I rolled a 6. But I don't want to do that. You can go here. The big P on it means it's a place. A monumental city. If I'm a traitor, I can destroy the monument and it's removed from play. For a loyalist, you get a buff there. The Mandragon set. Let's just go here and draw some data slates. Hopefully kill some stuff. Could have regenerated, but I'm at 5 resolve, which is pretty good. So I don't really need to do that. Okay. Legion Strike Cruiser. Add 1 to your close combat and 1 to your range combat. You can have as much fleet items as you want, by the way. Pretty cool. But I need to fight this. Should be easy. Yeah, there we go. You can't beat me, fool. Continue. Mortarion wins. We will take the unit as a zombie, actually. And we'll also take the fleet. Up to 9-5. A few more points and I can make my way to the Vengeful Spirit and have a pop at it. Probably lose. You have to get... What is it called? The thing you have to get past. Wait. Oh. After this... Oh, when it gets my turn, I'll show you the thing you need to get past. I think it's a 12 you need to roll or something like that. He's gone to Nicaea and did something boring. Here comes Pharaon. Got some stuff. What is he up to? Rolling a 1 for his movement. That's what he's up to. Oh, he's got the stranger. How did you get her? Avoids the traitor legion but stays within the... So how did he get her? Or she's just on that sector maybe, I don't know. He's gone to a Forge World and he's going to buy something. Good for him. Did he buy something? Must have. Here's Pollux. The worst warlord ever from what we've seen. He's already died once and keeps making terrible decisions to constantly attack Pharaon. Although he has 4 close combat now, so he could take him out maybe in close combat. He's found the Ultramarines Primus Medicae. And gave him a result. He's up to 8 resolve. Bloody hell. My turn. I rolled a 2. Oh, this is the thing that you need to get past. Luna. The naval blockade here. So you must use your close combat or range combat to blockade. Choose which ability you are using and roll 2 dice. If the total is equal or less, you get through. So basically choose your best score and hope that you roll less or equal with 2 dice. So at 9, I don't think that's good odds. So let's keep going. Try to get some more stuff. Let's go here. 2 data slates. Give me 2 cards. Investigate. I've found a Death Guard Dreadnought. I can recruit it on a 4+ because I have 1 strategy and a Battle Barge. Add your strategy to your close combat during melee. If you lose resolve during any melee or firefight, you must discard the fleet. So that's cool. See if we can get this guy first. Come on. Rolled a 6 and got him. And also got this. Okay, I'm at 10 now. We might start trying to go for that blockade next turn. It's going really well for Mortarion. What's this guy got? What a sod. Just got something good. I needed Talisman first, of course. You see, got all excited about going into the Vengeful Spirit, and I need a bloody Talisman. Okay, I'll take 1 more turn, and we'll call this. Because it seems a lot more difficult to get a Talisman in this. In the Talisman game, especially with the expansions, they're pretty damn easy to get. You can just randomly get them. You can just randomly draw them and get them. And I've not seen that happen in this. You'd have to actually do a quest to get a Talisman, which is one of the ways to get it in Talisman. I'm saying Talisman a lot. It's confusing. Why did you name the game this? So I have to get, yeah, you have to get a quest from that top right middle sector. And then do it. And then get the Talisman and then go into the middle. All while building up your scores while not getting screwed. And shooting fireworks. Come on, Pollux. Oh, he got some. He did the thing. Hold on. I shouldn't say well done because he's not on my team, but I felt sorry for him. Here comes the... Oh, he stole his orbital strike back. Was that actually his turn? It wasn't. That was Pharaon's turn. He actually attacked him and lost. Moron. Both of yous. What little rivalry going on there, haven't you? He's found some Mechanicum tech fellas. They give you 1 resource. And he's engaging a Titan, and he's going to get absolutely owned. Rolled a 3, which is not enough. Titan can roll whatever it wants, and rolls a 1. And you lose a resolve, but he's got loads of it, so he doesn't care. It's my turn. Can I get a talisman here? If not, we're going to call it. I've got a pretty decent set of stuff as well. I rolled a 6 I can regenerate, but we got a roll here. What's this place? Oh, this is the warp ravaged world, and this is that little monument thing. Let's go here and fight and stuff. Fight some Imperial Fists. Close combat 3, nothing to me. Encounter them. See, I can annihilate them because they've got no way of defeating me, which is cool. Lightning attack. So common in the Warhammer 40 universe. Why did they use that animation? We'll just take the XP, whatever. And roll the dice of the warp ravaged world. I want to fight a bloodthirster, please. I want to roll a 1. I rolled a 3, which means I'm lost for 1 turn. Not having that. Reroll. I rolled a 3 again. Are you kidding me? Okay. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Talisman, the Horus Heresy. If you like what you see, you can head to Steam and buy it. I think they actually sell it on their own website, Nomad Games, and it's slightly cheaper there, I think. So that's a possibility. Either way, you'll get a Steam key and play it for hours at a time, trying to get to the Vengeful Spirit. First Company Command just lost to Vulcan. Well done, you, Vulcan. I'll take 1 more turn. I'll take 1 more turn. Come on, Pharaon. Where are you going to move? Hurry up and do your thing. You can adjust the speed of the AI, which is a good thing, because it starts really, really low at 2, I think, out of 10. This is pumped up to 4 right here. Obviously, if you're really new to the game, you might want to put it all the way down to 1 or something, so you can more easily follow what the hell's going on. But you can pause anytime. I'm just really bad at it. Just click the screen and it pauses. What's he doing? Go into the stronghold world. Gets a free close combat. It's my turn again. This is my last turn. I missed it. I completely forgot that I missed the turn. Okay, that's it then. Let's pause it so the sound stops being annoying. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. That is Talisman, the Horus Heresy.